Good evening. This is All India Radio and I am Gaurang Dhawanlal with the news at 9. The headlines. All arrangements in place for fourth phase of assembly elections in Jharkhand tomorrow. Prime Minister Narendra Modi accuses Congress and its allies of raising a storm over Citizenship Act. Situation peaceful in Assam. Day curfew relaxed in Guwahati and Dibrugarh. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman to begin pre-budget consultations from tomorrow. Marathon International Climate Talks closed with no deal on carbon markets. And in cricket, India set 288-run target for West Indies in first ODI of 3-match series in Chennai. In Jharkhand, elaborate arrangements have been made for the fourth phase of assembly elections tomorrow. 15 constituencies spanning 4 districts of Dhanbad, Deoghar, Giridih and Bokaro will go to polls in this phase. Polling in the 5 Naxal-affected constituencies of Bagodar, Jamua, Giridih, Dumri and Tundi will be held between 7 a.m. and 3 p.m. In the remaining 10 seats, voting will continue till 5 in the evening. Jharkhand Chief Electoral Officer Vinay Kumar Chaubey said 221 candidates, including 22 women, are in the fray. He said over 47,85,000 electorate will exercise their right of franchise at 6,101 polling booths.
6101 मतदान केंद्र बनाए हैं, जिसमें से कि 183 मतदान केंद्र आदर्श मतदान केंद्र हैं। 70 मतदान केंद्र ऐसे हैं जिसमें कि सारे मतदान कर्मी महिलाएं होंगी एवं 2122 मतदान केंद्रों पर वेबकास्टिंग की व्यवस्था की गई है।
The AIR correspondent reports that elaborate security arrangements have been made to ensure free and fair polls.
27,000 companies of Central Paramilitary Forces have been deployed at all booths to ensure trouble-free elections. Over 10,000 armed security forces of the state government have also been deployed. In Naxal-infested areas, 587 booths are critical and 405 are sensitive. Flag marches were being carried out in sensitive areas to instill confidence among electorates. Helicopters are pressed into service for air patrolling. Borders with Bihar and West Bengal have been sealed to check infiltration of anti-social elements during the polling process. With KK Lal's report from Ranchi, Prashant Kumar Sinha for AIR News.
Meanwhile, campaigning for the 5th and final phase of elections has intensified in 16 constituencies where polling will be held on the 20th of this month. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today accused the Congress and its allies of raising a storm over the Citizenship Act. He asserted that opposition parties were behind the unrest and arson in parts of the country. The Prime Minister was addressing an election rally in Dumka district of Jharkhand.
कांग्रेस वाले और उसके साथी क्या कर रहे हैं? हो हल्ला मचा रहे हैं, तूफान खड़ा कर रहे हैं और उनकी बात चलती नहीं है तो आगजनी फैला रहे हैं। भाइयों बहनों, जो आग लगा रहे हैं, टीवी पे उनके जो दृश्य आ रहे हैं, ये आग लगाने वाले कौन हैं? उनके कपड़ों से ही पता चल जाता है।
The Prime Minister lashed out at the opposition alliance in Jharkhand, saying the Congress does not have any roadmap for developing the country. Mr. Modi said leaders of opposition parties have only built palaces for themselves without being concerned about the problems faced by people. Seeking votes in favor of the Grand Alliance, the Jharkhand Mukti Morcha President Shibu Soren alleged that the BJP has weakened tribal communities. AJSU President Sudesh Kumar Mahato said if his party is voted to power, rural people will be empowered and the interest of tribals will be protected. The Jharkhand Vikas Morcha chief Babulal Marandi said people of the state were cheated during the 5 years of BJP rule in Jharkhand. Leaders of the RJD, Congress and left parties also addressed rallies in different parts of the state to woo voters. In Assam, there has been no report of any untoward incident during the last 3 days. However, peaceful protests continued against the Citizenship Amendment Act at various places today. Day curfew was relaxed in Guwahati and Dibrugarh following improvement in the situation. Chief Minister Sarbanand Sonowal said the government would take action against anti-social elements who indulged in violence in the name of democratic protest. He assured that his government is committed to protecting the rights of the people of Assam. Meanwhile, the Assam Gana Parishad, an ally of the BJP, said the act should not be implemented, especially in the Brahmaputra Valley. The leadership of the party is to meet Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Union Home Minister Amit Shah to convey their concern. In Meghalaya, life is limping back to normal in the capital Shillong after days of protests against the Citizenship Amendment Act. Curfew in Shillong had been relaxed for 13 hours from 6 in the morning. No untoward incident was reported from any part of the city. However, CPRO, Northeast Frontier Railway, Shubhanand Chanda said train services have been affected due to the protest. He said the situation is being monitored.
Due to the protest against cab in different parts of Assam and West Bengal, train services have been affected. The long-distance trains that are coming from Delhi and from Calcutta, they are plying now up to Dibrugarh and towards Silchar and Agartala. All the local passenger trains and the intercity expresses have been cancelled. For now, we are continuously monitoring the situation.
A protest against the Citizenship Act turned violent in the Jamia Nagar area of the national capital this evening. 3 buses were set ablaze by protesters. On the advice of Delhi Police, the Delhi Metro Rail Corporation has closed the entry and exit gates of the Jamia Millia Islamia, Sukhdev Vihar, Okhla Vihar and Jasola Vihar Shaheen Bagh metro stations. Talking to AIR News, BJP MP Manoj Tiwari expressed concern over the violence. He accused the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress of doing vote bank politics on the issue and misleading people. He also alleged that an MLA from the AAP was provoking the public.
आम आदमी पार्टी और कांग्रेस की ये भ्रम फैलाकर लोगों में नफरत फैलाने वाली नीति है। CAA जो सिटीजनशिप अमेंडमेंट एक्ट बना है, उसका भारत के मुसलमानों से कोई लेना देना ही नहीं। ये सिर्फ पाकिस्तान, बांग्लादेश और अफगानिस्तान से आए हुए अल्पसंख्यक शरणार्थियों के लिए है।
Meanwhile, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has said that any kind of violence is unacceptable and protests should remain peaceful. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, visit our News on AIR app and follow us on Twitter at @AIR News Alerts. You can also visit our website www.newsonair.com. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman will hold pre-budget consultations with various stakeholders in New Delhi from tomorrow. She will seek inputs from industry bodies, farmer organizations and economists for boosting growth. She is likely to present her second budget in Parliament on the 1st of February next year. The Finance Minister will meet stakeholder groups of the new economy, startups, fintech and the digital sector. Later in the day, she will hold consultations with representatives of the financial sector and capital market. The Income Tax Department today said that it will be mandatory to link the permanent account number PAN with Aadhaar by the end of this month. This will facilitate the reaping of seamless benefits of income tax services. The deadline for linking PAN with Aadhaar was extended till the 31st of December by the Central Board of Direct Taxes through an order issued in September this year. The Corporate Affairs Ministry has taken several initiatives for providing ease of doing business to law-abiding corporates. This is in pursuance of the objective of providing greater ease of doing business, bring about greater transparency in corporate structure and fostering better corporate compliance to enhance efficiency of the process under the Companies Act of 2013. These include creation of an institution of a robust insolvency and bankruptcy framework. A report.
Ranking on the World Bank's Doing Business 2020 report, moving up 14 positions to 63rd position as compared to 77th position in 2018. India's leap of 14 ranks in Ease of Doing Business ranking is significant considering that there has been continuous improvement since 2015, and for the third consecutive year, India is among the top 10 improvers. India's ranking jumped 56 places to 52 in 2019 from 108 in 2018. Recovery rate increased from 26.5% in 2018 to 71.6% in 2019. The Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code Second Amendment Bill 2019 was introduced in the Lok Sabha on 12th of this month. Anupam Mish, AIR News, Delhi.
Vice President Venkaiah Naidu says police must focus on prevention of crime. He said the best preventive measure is to create a law-abiding society, adding that respect for law must become our culture and way of life. The Vice President was speaking after conferring the President's colours to the Gujarat Police at the Karai Police Academy in Gandhinagar today. Mr. Naidu said effective policing is important to deal with growing violence, extremism, religious fundamentalism, terrorism and threats in the form of cyber attacks and bank frauds. Our correspondent reports that Gujarat becomes the 7th state to receive the President's colours. The force has also been awarded a specially designed flag and an emblem. The National Electronic Toll Collection System, making the FASTag device mandatory for all vehicles, is functioning smoothly after coming into effect today. FASTags or prepaid rechargeable tags for toll collection that allow automatic payment deduction have become mandatory for all vehicles. The National Electronic Toll Collection System has been launched to provide for collection of user fee through a FASTag device to ensure seamless movement of traffic. The National Highways Authority of India has equipped all fee plazas with the electronic toll collection system. A FASTag uses radio frequency identification technology to enable direct toll payments from a moving vehicle. Marathon International climate talks closed today with negotiators postponing until next year a key decision on global carbon markets. After 2 weeks of negotiations on tackling global warming, delegates from almost 200 nations passed declarations calling for greater ambition in cutting planet-heating greenhouse gases and in helping poor countries suffering the effects of climate change. But despite holding the longest climate talks ever, they left one of the thorniest issues for the next summit in Glasgow in a year's time. Environmental groups and activists accuse the world's richer countries of showing little commitment to seriously tackling climate change. In New Zealand, the death toll from the volcanic eruption on White Island has reached 16. Police said one unidentified victim who was being treated in a hospital in Australia is the latest fatality. About 20 people remain in intensive care with severe burns. Recovery teams returned to the island today to try to locate another 2 remaining bodies, but they have found no further bodies in that area. In the Philippines, a child was killed in a powerful earthquake hitting the southern island of Mindanao today. The quake injured dozens and damaged buildings in an area still recovering from a string of deadly quakes in October. Police said a rescue operation has been launched. In cricket, chasing a target of 288 runs set by India, the West Indies were 236 for 2 in 40.3 overs in the first ODI of the 3-match series in Chennai when reports last came in. Earlier, the West Indies won the toss and elected to field. Batting first, India scored 287 for 8 in 50 overs. Rishabh Pant scored 71 and Shreyas Iyer made 70 runs to bring the Indian innings to a respectable total. Iyer and Pant paired up for a 114-run stand for the 4th wicket after India lost opener KL Rahul on 6 and skipper Virat Kohli on 4 in the 7th over. The News Services Division of All India Radio in its weekly bilingual live phone-in program Public Speak will bring you a discussion on recognition of property rights in unauthorized colonies of Delhi. Secretary, Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs and other experts will answer queries of listeners. The discussion can be heard on the FM Gold channel and additional frequencies from 9:30 p.m. And now, before we close, the headlines once again. All arrangements in place for 4th phase of assembly elections in Jharkhand tomorrow. Prime Minister Narendra Modi accuses Congress and its allies of raising a storm over Citizenship Act. Situation peaceful in Assam. Day curfew relaxed in Guwahati and Dibrugarh. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman to begin pre-budget consultations from tomorrow. Marathon International climate talks closed with no deal on carbon markets. And in cricket, India set a 288-run target for West Indies in first ODI of 3-match series in Chennai. For details of these stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.com. And that is all in the news at 9. Good night.